During COVID isolation period, people have adopted new habits, turned to cake and bread making, to tie-dye and batik work, birthday card production, writing stories and making music. The mood during these times is slower paced and has enabled experimentation and eccentricity. The exploration of what can be done with bones was almost accidental, the byproduct of our soup making. From the very beginning, the three of us worked together. This was an exploration with Claudine Menke-Cannon, Sue Coffey and Sue Humphreys. The three of us became fascinated by the stock bones, the first ingredient in our soup. Once out of the stock, the bones were put into the dishwasher and we examined them more thoroughly. The bones had appeared in a weak bleach solution, either using household bleach or denture wash. They dried white and tactile, and after rubbing them with sandpaper, they presented as poor man's ivory. Handling them became a pleasant experience. Every bone is different and intriguing enough to promote further work. The next stage was to remove any sharp edges and cut the bones into sections using a hacksaw. Cutting and sanding bones raises a fine dust. If you abrade any material with a rasp or sandpaper, it is vital to protect yourself by wearing goggles and a mask. A brief scrape on a piece of sandpaper can show how bone can be turned into dust, a glimpse into the nature of the material. The range of options became more apparent as the bones were handled. There might be chess pieces, napkin rings, a candle or pen holder, or vases. In times gone by, the bones were seen as a versatile building material. Think of bone-handled knives and buttons. We took a set of napkin rings to the butcher shop. Following this visit, he cut beef bones into different lengths for us, or sometimes not at all. This considerably improved our options. The connections between the human frame and animal frame, to which bones give us form, are fundamental to who we are. They're necessary to the structure of life itself, built up in a geometrical way with a cell structure so the main form of the body doesn't become too heavy. The core of the bone, holding the marrow, is carrying nutrients for the whole body. It's more than a framework, it's a passageway for nutrients. Doing things differently and handling materials having no previous experience of them is a challenge. A complete beginner is vulnerable in this area, and there are failures and unpredictable results. Bones dried in the heat split, oil seeps out of the bone, spoiling the paint and the ink designs. This is being a child again and moving through the unknown. Finally, post-COVID, I hope that we retain these habits adopted during our so-called new normal, that we continue to explore the depths that we have found so beguiling, and that most importantly, we continue to find the time